What's up, YouTube? This your boy Johnny. Back in here with another video, man. And this one is touching, and it's all over the place. I'm just trying to think of the words I want to put out to speak about these situations, just because they're so normal, and yet they go so overlooked by the mainstream media and the masses of people, and it's disheartening. Hit the like button for me if you can. If you haven't, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you like the message, share the video. The first off, we're going to say prayers to Dolph's family. You know, I'm a firm believer, the power of the tongue is real. You know, I think it's Proverbs 18:21. You know, the tongue has power of life and death. And you can look it up that 51.5% of rappers die via homicide. And so with that being said, thoughts are things, and frequency and energy is real. So you got to be conscious of, though you just saying some stuff on a beat, somebody else can hear those words and take it offensive. I don't think Dolph was still in the streets beefing at all. I think this was really just some jealousy and some envy, and we talk about that a lot. But envy and jealousy comes from a lack of self-esteem, a lack of love. Because if you love yourself and you value yourself, you're not out trying to harm another person. Especially another black man in a society where we say Black Lives Matter, and we feel like we're so oppressed. But when we watch somebody come from the hood, become a millionaire, we take them out. You know, regardless of how you felt about Dolph and his lyrics, he was such an inspiration to so many young kids. And to be shooting at the Vigil for him is just next level crazy.
In this space of remembrance for young Dolph, many come for different reasons, some to grieve, others to pay tribute.
I just really want to stop by here because I kind of feel the pain, you know, what his family going through.
But after two shootings in less than 48 hours, one witness we spoke with who did not want to be identified.
Two shootings in less than 48 hours, man. And this just ain't Memphis. This is Kansas City, Chicago, Detroit, Baltimore, Atlanta, Oakland. You name it, man. You know, Tupac said at the end of changes, it's time for us to change the way we treat each other. Let's change the way we eat. Let's change the way we think. Let's change the way we live. See, the old way wasn't working, so we got to come up with a new way to survive. We got to look out for us. You know, I am my brother's keeper, man. We got to get back to our principles. We are out of line with the laws of the universe, and we are the biggest threat to our own people. And I'm saying that over and over again because I don't see Black Lives Matter out here. Where the signs at? I see in Philly a pregnant woman just got shot leaving her baby shower. Where Black Lives Matter at? But they outside of a white boy shooting three other white people. They outside of that trial. Pay attention to how you're being used. Malcolm X said black people are political footballs. And while this is really going on in our neighborhoods, when babies are getting shot and when men who come back to the community are taking care of it, when they getting knocked off, this is when we need to be paying attention to. The leading cause of death for black men 16 to 44 is homicide. When are we going to address that and stop blaming the white man? When are we going to stop looking at somebody else to fix our problems? And when do we take it into account to police our own neighborhoods and to raise our children different and to get better outcomes? It's not the school's job to make sure your kids behave themselves. It's not the school's job to make sure your children have morals. It's not the school's job to make sure your children know who their father is. At some point, we got to put more responsibility on the parents to make better choices. You know, if we want better outcomes, then we have to put in better effort.
Identified is left shaken.
My life was in danger because I don't have anything to do with it. I'm just really just up here paying my respect. And it was like, Lord, I can't get killed. I can't get shot because I'm a grandma.
A man was shot in the thigh Thursday evening. Memphis police believe Terrence Jones pulled the trigger from the backseat of a stolen vehicle as he rode past the Vigil. Shortly after the shooting, MPD officers say they chased the vehicle to Kerr Avenue and Mississippi Boulevard and found the car wrecked. MPD says Jones and two other individuals took off running from police and were ultimately caught. MPD recovered 6 guns, and one of them is believed to have been stolen.
I feel like that they got what they asked for, you know.
To be in a stolen car with 6 guns shooting at a public visual with cameras everywhere, you're not only dumb, you deserve to be in jail. I mean, what did you think was about to happen? Was y'all about to just go back to the car? Yeah, boy, it was cool shooting at that visual. Like, that's why I say, man, everybody thinks, but no one thinks. Because these young boys are being raised to think this is what's cool, that this is what's due. And I'm not knocking them for being ignorant, because ignorant is a lack of intelligence. But what we do have to do is teach them, saying, hey, instead of riding around in this stoley, man, create your ass a YouTube channel. Go read Ralph Waldo Emerson. Go read James Allen As a Man Thinketh. Do something to become productive in this life. And that's why I'm such anti-Black Lives Matter, because it teaches you that your skin color defines where you can go, that your neighborhood defines your reality. And if I'm mentally defeated, I'm not going to try to be the next Elon Musk. I'm not going to try to be Jeff Bezos. I'm going to be jealous of Dolph because he made it out the hood, because he got money, because he got cars. How he can do it and I can't. He black just like I am. That ain't fair. If we change the narrative. See, Dolph was given the message that go get the money, everybody can get paid. But if the masses media is saying you can't be anything, you're black, you suck, you black, you suck. That one black guy who becomes something, I dislike him because he's became something. Change the way you think, you change your life.
Police got him in custody, and I'm glad that they did that because they could have shot innocent other people up here.
Since the shooting, Memphis police have added surveillance cameras and increased patrols in the area. Reporting in South Memphis, Jordan James, WREG, News Channel 3.
Yeah, just recklessness. Like, we be the change you want to see in the world, people. I don't, it's hard to, criticize any street culture or anybody who conducts themselves in a certain way, because when you live in a survival mode, you only know what you only know. And I'm a firm believer, man, most of these shooters, they not hardcore, tough-ass gangsters. You see so many people cry when they get on the stand. You see them cry when they're in the handcuffs going back. You reap what you sow. And so we got to catch these young boys when they're younger and give them a positive influence. And stop letting them think that being a shooter is a cool guy. Because really, the shooter is just a flunky. He's somebody's crash dummy. He's going to go spend the rest of his life in jail if he was paid for it. And if he wasn't paid for it, then you got some online clout? Your mugshot gets circulated around the world? We got to teach our young boys to think bigger. And when I say think bigger, I mean we are the laughing stock of the world because of the way we treat each other. You can look at Marcus Garvey or Carter G. Woodson or Malcolm X, man. You can't ask for white people to respect you when you don't respect yourself. There was no reason to be shooting at a visual. Three young men. They could be lawyers, doctors, scientists, engineers, and now they're about to sit in jail. We can complain about the way the world judges us, but look how we treat ourselves. I want to keep going back to that. I hope that the violence in Memphis slows down. We don't pay attention. Every 6 months, we got to pay attention to how many homicides we have, how many black men we lose, and how many black women we lose. And pay attention to the abortion rate. If anybody gets anything out of this message, it's that we got to be the change we want to see in the world. Ain't nobody coming in to save your neighborhood. Hey, it's profitable. When a black person kills another black person, we can sell T-shirts. You think Target and Walmart and all these big-ass corporations can't wait to sell Young Dolph merch? Go to California right now and go see what Crenshaw and Slauson look like. You'll be disgusted. The people we trying to put on for our own people. Nip looked out for Cali and see what he got. Dolph looked out for Memphis and we see what he got. We have to want to rise to their level and not take them off their pedestal because we envious of them. Like I said, I'm not ever gonna criticize my people because I love everybody. I always go back to one of Tupac's favorite quotes was he never thought somebody black would shoot him. I'm sure Dolph never thought he would die in Memphis. On Drinking Champs, he said that. He said, that ain't got nothing to do with me. We're so naive about how life works. And the biggest threat, my dad always said, man, if something happened to you, it's going to be somebody that look just like you. And that's unfortunate to hear. And to see how many people keep dropping from other individuals look just like them at some point, man. Who taught you to hate yourself? Like Malcolm X said. You are greatness. You're a king. You're a god. Whatever you want to be. But you got to look at me and see yourself. I am you and you are me to the very end. We're all connected. So when you take my life, you're taking your own. And when I share love with you, I'm uplifting you as well. So I'd be wrong if I judge these three young men because they could change their life around and God ain't done with them. But I will say, man, anybody who sees this, let's try to set better examples for the young boys up under us. Let's disconnect from the guns and culture of drugs. Let's spread love. Let's crack some Bible verses open. I mean, hell, man, let's get out of this competitor mode. Let's get in creator mode. You create your reality with your thoughts. Figure out what you want to do, write it down, stick to that goal. Block out the world, tunnel vision. No faith is needed around you when it's unlimited faith in you. Until next time, YouTube, spread love, spread positive vibes. Let's change the way we treat each other. I'm out.